Hi everyone, welcome to Hairdressing Live. My name is Paul Davey and we are covering a Shixie haircut, which is basically a shaggy pixie. But we're also going to incorporate a mullet into the back of it. So it's going to be a longer area through the back. So it's kind of a hybrid situation of a multitude of, well, 3 different haircuts in this. So it's going to be shaggy, like a pixie haircut here through the sides, so it's going to come in a bit shorter through the side areas, and we're going to leave this a little bit longer through the back. We're going to be covering, you know, your sectioning, distribution. We're also going to be doing some over direction and how to personalize the hair afterward. So let's begin this technique. We're going to section our first profile parting, so parting the hair right the way through the middle of the head. I'm going to take my guide through the middle of the nose, right the way through the forehead, deliver it right the way back to the radial section. When I go to the radial, I then take the second part and come all the way down into the nape. I then hold my section and comb the hair over one way and comb the hair back the other way. I'm then going to take my radial section, so I put my comb on top of the head, and when it starts to curve, which is about here, I'm going to take my radial to the top of the ear. So I end up with 4 quadrants. So what we're going to do is actually work with shorter areas through the sides and longer areas through the back. So I'm going to start through the sides and then deliver it into the back. I'm going to over direct this all the way this way over to the side, so then this gets longer. And then afterwards, I'm going to work with a profile vertical section into the middle and over direct onto the middle section. So I end up with shorter areas here and shorter areas there, but more of a weight build up on the side areas, because this is going to be over directed this way and this is going to be over directed over here, therefore giving me a shape more like this. It's the same with the sides. The sides are almost going to be cut here with a horizontal section, and we're going to work horizontal sections onto each other in order to help me build up this shape more like this if I was to pull the shape out. So I end up with more of a squarer look through the top of it as well. I'm going to close my fingers and I'm going to use my 5.5 inch quartered steel scissor. I'm going to take that shorter. So as you can see now, when this comes directly out, when I comb that down, it becomes a softer edge. Elevate the hair out. I'm going to take another section parallel to my previous section, so another horizontal section there. I'm going to bring this section a little bit further down, so I'm not going to bring this elevation out. I wanted it softer at the underneath, and this is going to come down onto my previous section. I'm point cutting. So again, keeping my elevation a little bit higher as I pull this out. The best way to do this is actually just take your guide from the opposite side by feel. Take a little bit of a section. Got your guide. Elevate this up, and I'm going to point cut that. Get that softness as we did. Now I'm going to take it into the nape here. So what I do is actually comb, hold my finger, comb from underneath my section. Keep the hair really saturated so you don't lose your guides. Keep it really nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut in a way that I've got my guide and I want to keep my length. So from, I have a 2, I need it to go to this point, and from is from here. So from here all the way up to where I need to go to. So now I'm going to hold my fingers open going to curve up onto that point. Get that blend all the way down. I'm going to take my next section, hold my finger to preserve the section line. I'm going to start over directing it back. So when I comb from behind, I then comb on top of my section and pull the section towards me. So I've got my section where I need to go to, which is there, that point. That's the blend. You see where I'm blending onto that? I'm going to comb into the nape again and over direct this back onto my guide. Onto my hand, use my hand like a fan, I'm fanning the hair out almost. Now that takes a little bit of work, and I know that because I teach people this all the time, and a lot of people find it hard to get the grasp of that. So keep watching how I'm doing that and try and mirror the technique, because it doesn't come naturally, unfortunately. I wish it did, because we'd be able to teach a little bit quicker otherwise. But if you're starting off, you may find it a little bit harder to adjust your way around that. So practice it. So I'm over directing my next few sections onto this. So I'm starting to build up this weight line. Looking underneath, I've got my guide. You can see your guide underneath there. Hold that section out, and I'm going to point cut that onto that. I'm going to start working on building that weight line up. Down into the nape. I hold my finger there, comb, 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 nice and clean. Next section up, I'm going to do this, working my way all the way to the top, to my center profile parting. Again, you can see your underneath, it's a little bit more transparent now, so I can see my guide. I know where I'm going to. Now I'm going to go into the back to this. Okay, so I've got my guide underneath, I know where I'm going to, I can see it transparently, it comes through. So the more you build up your profile line or your cutting line, the more it's visible through each section coming up into it. You can see that shape, look at that, it's coming down there. When you map it out, you can move a lot quicker through your sectioning. So bringing section down, you can see your guide underneath. Also, it sits differently on different people. Curly hair, straight hair can still create, you know, the same sort of concept or the silhouette that the person's trying to create. Just always becomes quite unique on each individual because of the hair types. You can see that lovely shape creating there now. So when we had one half done, we then repeated the same process on the opposite side. Watch the video as much as you can and practice it and try and mirror exactly what I was doing in that class, because for those of you that are young and starting off in the industry, you may need a little bit more time. Don't give up with these haircuts, because they're very important for you to kind of understand and get your hands used to those type of angles. We blow dried in using some clips and try to hold in some areas so the hair could kind of breathe when we were drying it, and it sort of incorporated this sort of natural feeling to the haircut. But to work on your ability as a hairdresser to style and blow dry hair efficiently and effectively on the salon floor, that you can sell your haircuts that doesn't require lots of maintenance. So the quicker you can do it, the quicker you can educate your clients to do it, the easier it is to sell your product. and your product being your haircut, if that makes sense. Anyway, we use some density material to finish off, to style the hair off a little bit more. We're about to take some pictures and we're going to be showing you after this. I hope you really like this technique, and you can leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot, everybody.